There might be times where you need to sort a Google Sheet by name. So in this case, if I click on the column B, which has my names, and I go to sort the sheet, because the first and last names are all in the same cell, it's going to actually sort it by first name rather than last name, which may not match my gradebook or other place I need it to use this information in. In order to sort it by last name, I would need to split the first and last names into separate columns so I can sort the sheet that way. There's an easy way to do this. When you're highlighting on the column that has the first and last names, you can go to the Data menu, and then there's an option to split text to columns. It will give you a little pop-up that asks you what the separator is. This is what it's going to use to divide the data in each cell. It usually will default to detect automatically, but you can click and customize that. So if you had cells that were separated by commas, semicolons, periods, or in this case, my data is separated by spaces. Once I click that space, you'll notice that it now split those two columns. But I did have some other information in column C already, and you can notice that when it split the data, it actually removed what was existing in column C and replaced it. So I'm going to use the undo arrow here. I want to keep this information in my cell. So before I use that split text into columns option, I'm going to insert a new column to the right. Now I have a blank column here, and I can repeat that process, highlighting the column that has the original data, going to the Data menu, selecting Split Text to Columns, and then selecting the space. Now when it splits my text, it's not replacing any existing information. Since my first and last names are now in separate columns, I can highlight the last name column and go ahead and sort the sheet by that option. Now it's alphabetized by last name, which oftentimes is going to be easier and more efficient for me while I'm working with this data.